hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Thank you and welcome to Opa-locka, Channel 77. This is your Commissioner Terence Pinder. I wanted to invite you all to Beautification 2015. Unfortunately, Commissioner Kelly could not be with us today. Our prayers are with him and his family, but we do have out here many residents. The city manager is here with other residents, and we're beautifying. We're beautifying the city. This is part of our marketing to make Opa-locka a better place. We're going to ask for the participation of you, the residents, and our business owners and everybody to make Opa-locka beautiful. The mayor's pulling up soon, and we'll be interviewing her, and we'll be right back on Channel 77. Thank you. We're back on Channel 77. I would like to thank everybody for being out here for Beautification 2015. We have the CEO of our city here and one of our community leaders, Mr. Calvin Russell, and we're going to get words from them on how they feel about the project.
We're certainly happy to be here today. I think it's a beautiful opportunity to beautify our city, and this is one of many that's coming at you. We want you to be our eyes and ears. If you see of other locations out there that we can assist and beautify, be sure to give us a call. Again, we want to thank Commissioner Pinder. We want to thank Commissioner Kelly and all of the mayor and commission for all of their efforts in making this possible. Thank you very much.
And hold up, I'm not the youngest anymore. Well, I was the youngest junior commissioner, but we have one of the leaders of our community, a dear friend of mine, somebody who I'm very proud of, and he's one of the leaders of the Beautification 2015. And Commissioner Santiago, can we get a little bit from you, and maybe even in Spanish?
Yes, not only in Spanish, in Creole too.
Oh, yes.
Like I said before, I say thank you because you do something beautiful for our citizens and our neighborhood, and we're going to continue to helping and supporting you for the beautification of the great city of Opa-locka. Thank you, Commissioner Pinder, because that's something that is really beautiful, and it's going to avoid a lot of problems, for people throwing, illegal dumpings and all that in the alleys. I believe that we have to going through and keeping going for the beautification of our city. Thank you, Commissioner Pinder, and thank you, Mr. Manager.
I see over here to your left,
yeah,
not only the CEO you have out here, but one of our community leaders, Mr. Russell.
Mr. Russell,
what you got to say about this beautification?
Reverend Russell.
Reverend Russell,
We appreciate that. We just glad to see the beautification of our city, and I'm telling you what it's going to do. It's going to lift the morale of our people in our community, and that's the most important thing, to have the people backing, and we could conquer anything and any challenges that we face. So I'm just glad to see the beautification for our citizens to be put smiles on their face. When you're happy, you smile, and when you're happy, you get results from people.
Thank you.
Very good, very good.
All right, and you heard it from everybody, including myself. We're waiting for the mayor. She's pulling up momentarily, and we just want to say thank you. Keep our city beautiful, keep it clean, and our value of the city go up, crime will go down, and we'll be back on Channel 77.
We are here.
Next to you, I'm here.
Yes, we are here with Universal Waste. This is my good friend Robert.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
How are
And
you,
listen,
Miss
I
May?
want to say thank you so much because we see a difference.
Very different.
A difference
We're
in our
so
city.
happy you see a difference. That's
Yeah, we
great.
see a difference in our city, and I'm sorry I didn't notice you with your, incognito glasses on. But we want to let you know, Commissioner, that we thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
It
Thank you for
looked
giving
like
us
the
the
smaller
opportunity.
the places, the difficult it is to keep, but you've mastered that.
Great.
You mastered it, and I
Great.
thank you for your red trucks because that's my favorite color. Commissioner.
That's your favorite color, I know.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Robert, for the good job that your company doing in the city. We can see the difference. That's what I said in the last commissioner meeting, that the city look professional, clean. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you
Miss May.
so much.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Listen, while Commissioner's here, what challenges you have found since you've been here in Opa-locka?
The biggest challenge we've had is obviously bulk week and the transfer station, which
Okay.
we've got a bite on now. Today's bulk week. Today's our second day.
Today
of
is
bulk
bulk week.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, and our challenge is getting the information out
Yes.
to the residents so they don't put it out when it's not their time.
So they know to have it out at the beginning of the week, so we have a week to pick it up.
Okay, the beginning of the week.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is that every week or that's just certain
That's
weeks?
just the third week of the month. Only the third week of the month.
All right.
I have a
Well,
suggestion.
all right.
Like the other, I believe the county, when they pick up the recycle, okay, what they do every year, they send in a little postcard,
yes.
and then the postcard they have the schedule when they're gonna pass for the whole year. That's a good idea to make our people informed about the
We
pickup.
have the card. We just need
Se habla español.
Keep sending it out.
to keep getting it out.
Yes.
We want to thank in Spanish.
Gracias te damos en español para la comunidad hispana de aquí de Opa-locka, porque todo el mundo está bien contento porque estamos recogiendo todo a tiempo. La ciudad luce bien limpia gracias a la compañía que tenemos que es profesional. Y a ustedes, Robert.
De nada.
De nada.
And we asking them to follow the schedule.
Van a seguirlo, vamos a mandar una postcard donde le vamos a tener todo el schedule que tenemos para recoger los dumpings. Vamos a ayudar a la compañía y vamos a ayudar a la ciudad para que esté más limpia. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
And we're going to tell everyone, please follow your schedule. If you do not have a schedule, then make sure you get one from City Hall. Even if you see Commissioner I in the street, let us know. We don't have a bulk schedule, so we can make everybody's job easier, certainly universal, and to make our city look beautiful. This is Madam Mayor and
Comisionado Luis B. Santiago, una ciudad limpia es una ciudad sana.
thank you
A
very
clean
much.
city is a healthy city.
A clean city is a healthy city, and Universal is here to make it clean and healthy.
Yes, we are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What an awesome day in the great city of Opa-locka, how we're beautifying this area and making it very special for our people. And we hope the message get out that we are interested in beautifying the community and making the community a very special place to live. We do want to send a message out that if you see any sites in the city that doesn't look desirable, you give us a call and we promise you we're going to get there and make it special. We have somebody very special with us here today, my god sister. And I want her to say a few words to our residents in the great city of Opa-locka. Diane.
Hello. I'm a resident of Opa-locka now for 32 years, and what he's saying, he is telling the truth. I've spoken to a few people. I've taken my complaints to them directly, and they have done exactly what they said they would do, and I'm thankful for that.
Thank you, Diane, and thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to doing many things like this in the coming future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much again. This is our new waste management company just recently taken over, and we've been getting some great reports on the great work that they're doing. And we certainly have the foreman here with us, and we're going to have him give us some information, a number that you can call if you got any problems. And then we again want to encourage you as our residents to do all you can to follow all of the rules and not putting your trash out too early, not putting it out too late, and do want to encourage you to bag up all of your solid waste materials. So when this truck of this nature comes through your area, when they do the dump, you won't have litter blowing all over the place. And those are just a few things that you can do to help us to keep your area beautified. Sir?
Yes. Oh. Yes, you can call my office at any time if you have any questions on what days your bulk pickup is supposed to be out by. You can call the number on the truck, 735-2557. My office is there 6 days a week, 9 to 5. You can call anytime you want, and they would be more than happy to tell you what the rules are for bulk trash.
Thank you very much, and look forward to serving you better in the coming months. Thank you.
3. And welcome back. We're here on our second day. We got a couple of public works people here. We got Tank, we got Nelson here from our IT, and of course Lubo in back of the camera. We're in zone number 2 today. We're beautifying. We're making sure that our community stays beautiful. We're in the back of us. You can see the lakefront. We're going to have the community out here in a minute helping us beautify this community. We're going to ask for all of the residents to stay steadfast. Keep the community clean. Make sure the paper's not in the ground, because this community is going to be one of the best communities in Miami-Dade County. I'm starting to call this the oasis in Miami-Dade County, the jewel and the mecca of South Florida. Well, this is the prelude. Before we get started, we're in zone number 2, lakefront, Rutland Street, Wilmington, Burlington. We're making it happen on 77. Stay tuned. And we're back just like I promised, and I have one of my favorite comrades here, a friend of mine, a mentor, someone that loves the community as equal as I do. Your friend and mine, Commissioner Santiago. Commissioner, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Commissioner Pinder. Again, you repeat the same word from yesterday, and this is the real truth. That's what we're here, to working together, to starting and finish the beautify of this area here, the east side of the Opa-locka. Thank you, Commissioner Pinder, because you're doing a great job, and together we're going to continue to do the best that we can for our community.
Thank you. Commissioner, you're always one that talks about the buy-in, making people believe, making people feel secure and happy about their community. What does this do for this community? Just planting trees in the mulch. How far does that go?
Well, I believe it's going to go very far, and this is the beginning for something that you're planning together with us to make the community more clean. When you have a clean city, you're going to have a safe city, because we're going to have better view. If we are planting trees, we're going to preserve the green planet, okay. And we are a part of the planet, Opa-locka. Opa-locka is going to be one of the best cities in the map here in the South Florida area.
Commissioner, it's funny you say that, because before you came, I call it not O for Opa-locka, but O for the oasis, a beautiful place in the middle of a surrounding area. I want to say Opa-locka is the jewel and the mecca of South Florida. That's what I want to say.
Yes, you're right. Remember that we used to be before.
Okay.
And we're going to continue to make it again back to the past. Opa-locka used to be a great city, and it's still a great city here in the southeast area. Now, the beginning of that project, Commissioner Pinder, is going to make the oasis in Spanish.
Oasis.
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 Yes, that's a Arabian word.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm learning.
Okay, and we're going to bring anything like the past.
Okay.
Even the beautiful festival that we had before in the city,
yes.
The Arabian Night,
yes.
I believe that we can have it very soon here again. Now, this is one of my best part of the city, the east side of Opa-locka. From the beginning when I started, my turn, I say, we're going to revive that area. And that's what we're doing right now together, Commissioner Pinder.
Good. Now, Commissioner, I know you know 3 languages, but I'm not going to ask you to say it in Creole, but say something in Spanish for our Spanish listeners to encourage them also to help beautify their area, because we're actually going to do the whole city. This is just day number 2.
Okay. Sí, buenas tardes a todos los ciudadanos de la ciudad de Opa-locka. 3 lenguas dice él que yo hablo, pues perfecto, no hay problema. Ok, estos son parte del programa que tiene la ciudad junto con el comisionado Terence Pinder en su proyecto de poner hermosa a nuestra ciudad de Opa-locka. Él quiere convertirla en el oasis que era antes, donde el turista venía, donde se celebraba la noche árabe, y él quiere junto con la comunidad hispana de esta gran ciudad trabajar juntos, unidos para hermosar nuestra ciudad. Este es el primer proyecto aquí en el este y estamos ya proyectando para ir al west side, al oeste.
Sí.
Al oeste, sí. Okay, también para hacer la misma cosa que estamos haciendo en este lado. Pues, comisionado Pinder quiere la ayuda de todos ustedes en esta tarde. Gracias.
Gracias, mi hermano. And we'll be back on the east side on 77.
Good afternoon again. Come back, Opa-lockian, to Channel 77, the private TV, the government TV that we have here in the city. We're here in the east side in Burlington Street, in front of the lake for Ingram Park. And we watching here the beautiful job that the city, together with Commissioner Pinder, we're doing to beautify our city here in the east side. This is part of the beautification that we have in that area and in all the city too. And now I'd like to call our city manager, Mr. Kevin Baker. Please, Mr. Baker, I'd like to hear some word from him about that beautiful project that we continue to do in it today.
Good afternoon. We're excited about these beautification efforts that we're bringing to communities throughout the area. We're excited to eliminate some of these illegal dumps that are going on that interfere with the beautifications of our great city. And we're trusting that these efforts will help the community to join with us and add some community pride. You see someone dumping in your neighborhood, you pick up the phone, you call City Hall so that we can get out here and get involved. And with efforts like this here, is going to make our city a very beautiful city. Again, thank you so much for your support, and we look forward to continuing these efforts in the coming months. Thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome. That's a beautiful word, Mr. Baker, our city manager. This is something that we're going to continue to do in it. And thank you again to Commissioner Terence Pinder for the good job that he continued to doing. And we're going to pass to the other side tomorrow, to the west side, and continue to beautify city of Opa-locka, the oasis like Pinder called him. Thank you. And again, we're here. We have our published word director, Mr. Avia. Can you say something for Channel 77 for the city of Opa-locka, for the citizen, about the beautification of the city, sir?
Yeah, this is a great day for the city of Opa-locka. Our Honorable Commissioner Pinder, has set us on this path of beautification, and we will continue to do what we can to make the city beautiful. I thank the Commissioner for his initiative, and long live the great city of Opa-locka.
Well, thank you again. I'm Commissioner Luis B. Santiago, and I'm going to keep supporting all the beautification for our city. Like what I say when I beginning, we have to revive Opa-locka, especially the east side. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later.
And we're back on 77 today. We're halfway through. We've gone over to the Magnolia North, actually Magnolia Gardens area. Now we're in the Magnolia North area with the famous, my pastor and yours, Pastor McHale and his beautiful wife. Pastor, I promised we were going to be here, and we're here.
You here.
We're here.
You here, yeah. It's
How-
a good thing.
How does this help the community by beautifying?
It beautifies the community. Not only that, but they was using these areas as a dump site. that can be eliminated. You have 3 churches here, you have some nice houses here, and it was just terrible until we began to put the rock here, and then the commissioner began to put the flowers here. He called me and told me that he was coming. He gave me his word. He's here. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. It's just a blessing that something is being done down here where we at, down in Magnolia North. God bless you.
God bless you. Now, Pastor, behind every good man is always a good woman. Now, I just got to say this.
Yeah.
Your wife has filled up our Commissioner Kelly Senior's computer class.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to do the computer.
Didn't know how to do the computer.
Now she can go on the internet, Google, and do all the computer work.
Yeah.
So on live television all over the world, because this goes on the internet, your wife needs a raise because now she's doing the computer work on the computer. What do you have to say about that, Pastor? Thank you. Thank you. And you heard it first. Pastor McHale will be giving his wife a raise.
Oh, we'll be giving her a raise.
She will be giving a raise. I didn't say how much, but on a serious note, I just want to say thank you all for accepting me as family. I feel like I'm family.
Yeah, you are.
This church has revived the community. And wait a minute, I got somebody who you know too.
This is Channel 77, the TP show.
And here, as you can see, Commissioner Santiago is always with the community. He's beautifying every single area, leaving no rock unturned. We want to say thank you very much to my friend, my colleague, Commissioner Santiago, for all of his beautiful work. Pastor, give us some words of encouragement, some wisdom from the Bible, if you can, before we sign off.
I think that you're doing a great job. And the Bible says that the just shall live by faith. We got to continue to believe in the city of Opa-locka and believe in what they're doing, but the just shall live by faith. You're doing a very, very good job here. God bless you. God keep you. May a host of heavenly angels smile upon you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor.
You heard it from the man himself, Pastor McHale and his lovely wife, and my friend, my amigo, Commissioner Santiago, signing off. We're not finished. We got to get back to work. God bless you.
You know something, Commissioner Pinder? If God is one up, who's going to be against us?
Nobody. Amen.
And definitely not me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Guys, went up.
Mr. Manager, we came up with something with one of my colleagues today. Instead of the O for Opa-locka, we decided the O to be the oasis of what we represent in Miami-Dade County. A beautiful place surrounded by land. I also came up with also the jewel and the Mecca of South Florida, Opa-locka, the oasis. We've done half of the city. We've beautified. We've gotten mulch. We've gotten trees. Mr. Manager, how does this tie in to the millions of dollars of projects that we also will be doing?
Well, this is a beautiful tie-in because the infrastructure project deals with a lot of the underground issues which individuals can't see with their natural eye because it's covered with asphalt. The beautification is something that everyone can see and appreciate, and so this is what separates the two. This is the beautification aspect of it. The other part is much more underground, getting rid of all of the flooding, getting rid of all of the water problems and the wastewater problems with sewer systems and things of this nature. So this is a greater enhancement.
Good. Now, Mr. Manager, you already got us $40 million. You were gone last week. You didn't answer your phone. I couldn't find out why you didn't answer your phone, but I was told you was getting us about another $20 million, asking you about in 15 different sessions. And tell us a little bit about what you've done in the last week as the CEO of our city.
Well, we have taken the city to Tallahassee and have made an appeal for additional state funding to further beautify our city with additional infrastructure work, some community centers, some cultural art facilities, some virtual police officers systems, and we are just using every aspect that we can find to bring more resources into our community.
Now, you're talking about resources. Commissioner Kelly couldn't be with us today, but tomorrow, talking about the $40 million, the infrastructure, the beautification, what about job opportunity? What have you done with that?
Yeah, the beautiful thing about our jobs program, and thanks to Vice Mayor Kelly for having the foresight to bring this to our community, is that currently now we have about 20 residents working in our city. You see them every day working in the public right-of-ways. But the neat thing about our citywide infrastructure effort is that we are leveraging with all of our contractors to hire city residents. And we have one project that's about to go online right now. It calls for 30 employees, 30 residents of the city will be working on the historical City Hall project. When we roll out the major infrastructure, we envision hundreds of residents having an opportunity to gain some skills and work right in the city where they live. And so we're excited about it. Tomorrow we kick off our major jobs fair, and this is a beautiful opportunity for everyone to come. If you're unemployed, we want you to come out and fill out all the applications, go through the process, so we'll have you in the system. So when a contractor comes to us and say they need 40, they need 50, we have you registered, ready to go, and it's just a matter of you showing up for work. So we're trusting that everybody that's unemployed will come out, or maybe you're unemployed and you're looking for some skills and get some skills, come out and sign up so you can be a part of this citywide effort. This is a beautiful opportunity for us to stimulate our own economy right here in the city of Opa-locka.
Well, Mr. Baker, thank you for being the CEO of this beautiful oasis, the jewel and the mecca of Miami-Dade County. We're out, and just when everybody thought it was over, we're hitting every single zone, every single street, every single dumping area. Now, you guys may know this person. He not only works for the city, but he's also my neighbor, and he's just shown such great compassion doing this project. I just want to get some words from my favorite guy, Manny. Manny, give me something, but also give it to me in Spanish, too.
Ok, nosotros estamos poniendo la ciudad bien bonita en todas las áreas de Opa-locka, especialmente las áreas más necesitadas. Estamos tratando de hacerlo todo. Muy pronto, para la semana que viene, creo que tenemos toda la ciudad ready. We are beautifying the city, every corner, every place that needs to be done, we're doing it. And we're doing a wonderful job for you guys, because you all deserve it, the city, the community. And we all welcome Mr. Pinder. I thank Mr. Pinder for everything he's doing, and I'm with him 100%. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Well, Manny, you don't get off that easy. Manny, your job is to do so many things in the city. I can't even name them 100 things, all that you do. I know everybody don't love me, but I haven't met one person that don't love you. How important is it for people not to dump in these areas?
It's very important that people don't dump in these areas. That's why we are verifying. Now, if you need to dump, we have the dump open right here by the railroad track. You all know where it is. And we appreciate you guys. If you do go over there, we're going to be there for you to help you dump if we need to help you dump. Now, for the Spanish people, I want to say, por favor, no boten basuras en las áreas donde nosotros hemos puesto estas plantas, porque esto es para poner la ciudad bien bonita para todos ustedes. So, si tienen que botar algo, por favor, vayan al dump area, que usted sabe dónde está, by Alibaba, en Alibaba y Burlington. Y nosotros les vamos a ayudar a ustedes a botar la basura si es necesario. Por favor, se lo agradezco muchísimo y que Dios los bendiga a todos.
You heard it from Manny, so you know it's true. Some people don't like me, but everybody loves you. Everybody loves Raymond. That should be a show. Everybody loves Manny. Manny, thank you so much for everything that you do. And we're going to keep it going, and we're going to try to make your job easier. Myself, the citizens in Opa-locka, we're going to stop dumping. We're going to stop throwing litter. We're going to make a commitment to make your job one of the easiest jobs and not one of the hardest jobs in Miami-Dade County.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You see how we do it on Channel 77. We'll be right back. And we're back, and you guys thought that this program is never going to really finish because we have so much work to do in the city. I'm here with the assistant to the city manager, Dr. Ed Brown. We're so glad to have you with the city, doing a lot of hard work. How much compassion do you have with this project? Because you were born and raised here. I know you weren't raised on this particular street, but I think you bleed green and white Opa-locka Hurricane.
Well, basically what I look at it in a project like this here, our residents don't see anything that goes underground. We're a very visual community where it takes doing projects like this here to show them that we care enough about our community to beautify it and keep it clean. This is just an inspiration for our residents to keep their yards clean, get their houses in order, because this is a citywide beautification project, not just for the City of Opa-locka employees, but for the entire community to take part in.
How important is the buy-in for the community to adopt their beautification areas?
Well, we're under this new campaign, one city, one team. It's very important because this is our community, and if this community is going to look better, it's going to come from us working together as a team inside and outside of the city to make it happen.
That's good, because we came up with some other things yesterday, the Oasis, I say the jewel and the mecca of South Dade, Miami-Dade County. So one team, one dream sounds good. Yeah. We just got to get the Miami Heat to believe the same thing.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Brown, it's excellent to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. You're Opa-locka native. And stay tuned because we're going to beautify some more areas.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back on 77.
Beautification 2015. Commissioner Pinder, what does that mean to you?
It means everything to me. I ran in office last year, 2014, and I made campaign promises. I made campaign promises to the residents. They entrusted me through everything that I've been through to vote me back in office. We're on this particular section here. I have over 700 residents that pass this area every day. And during my campaign, I promised them that I would make things better. And knowing that this is not my budget year, I didn't have a lot to do with the budget, but how much does it cost to really beautify the entire city? $7,000, $8,000? How much does it take to really pick up the paper? How much does it take to really change the bags and the garbage by the bus stop? Doesn't take much. It takes energy, a sense of caring about the community. That's why we're out here. That's why we're doing the things that we do.
I know you're big on the community. What have some of the residents been saying?
I've seen over the last week, maybe over 100 residents. We have some footage with some residents that didn't want to get on camera like me and you, but it's just been overwhelming sense of joy and just the fact that they feel like we care. You came and cut that tree. You came and repaved that sidewalk. You planted a palm and with some mulch. These people that come down the street for years have been looking at tires and dumping and so on and so forth. It took about maybe $75 just to beautify this, but it took a lot of tender love and care, and that's what really went into this project.
We see you have great passion for what we're doing here. What do you think is going to be the long-term effect of this project and the projects to come?
The long-term effect is going to be the quality of life will be improved in our city. Mm-hmm. Kids are not going to be afraid to walk down this particular street and hit a sidewalk and go to the store and come back. People are not going to be afraid to go down this sidewalk and catch the bus down the street. Wow. We also have something that we have bought into. We're replacing over 140 lights that are out in our city. I believe that if we beautify and light up, it'll deter crime. So this is just not planting trees. This is really an investment for our children, for our homeowners, the quality of life. This is big.
I feel as though what you're saying is true, because if everybody just could just look over my shoulder, down the street, no more than a half a block, we're putting in new sidewalks. Is that a part of the beautification project?
Absolutely. We went on a tour 30 days into coming into office. We went to every single street. We went to every single sidewalk. We went to every single bus stop. We visit even houses after the election and say, what would you want done in this particular part of the community? Not this street, but this block, these 8 feet. And when we compiled what the people wanted, we came up with a plan. And we're in every single zone, nothing unturned.
This is 2015 beautification, and what Commissioner is really expressing are the small victories that means the most to the people. Commissioner, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for the passion. Thank you for the enthusiasm that you have displayed. Your workforce is out here working. You got your media out here working. We're letting the people know what we're doing So we're going to leave it up to them at the end of this campaign in a few months and let them give us a report card. Is that right?
That is correct. And before we sign off, I always want to say there's no I in team, but there's an I in win.
Yes.
And you can't do this without a team effort. And I just have to give kudos and honor to our mayor, Myra L. Taylor, the vice mayor Timothy Holmes, our commissioner, Commissioner Santiago, and of course the commissioner that rings up everything at the end,
Yes.
Commissioner Joseph L. Kelly, and we really do appreciate him. So I just want to say thank you to my colleagues, because without them, remember, nothing happens. You could have all these great ideas, but if you sit on that dais and the other people don't believe in you or don't believe in the plan, then there will be no plan. Trust me. This is government, this is politics. So we have to give those people kudos, even though I'm spearing this particular project. It's definitely a team effort.
There you have it. Beautification 2015 is a full court press.
And we're back on 77. I'm here with one of my two favorite people. My favorite one is the one in the middle, Mr. Jimmy. Everybody knows Mr. Jimmy on Opa-locka Boulevard. And the way he keeps his houses really spearheaded the beautification, but he didn't really know it. Mr. Jimmy, thank you, one, for being an employee. Two, thank you for being a resident. And thank you for participating in this project. What does this project mean to you and your family?
That project means a whole lot for us, for whole community, because that brings value Opa-locka very high, very extended. And right now, people are going to look at Opa-locka very high and very, very concerned about Opa-locka, about anything. Because what we done now, that's a very, 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 very high quality we bring to Opa-locka.
Well, Mr. Jimmy, if I had two houses like you, I'll be worrying about the value too. Mr. Jimmy, I just want to say thank you for beautifying, being part of the team. And next to you, you got your boss. I'm not going to ask you how you feel about your boss, because we want you to have a job next week. But we want to interview your boss and ask him, what does he think about the project? You can hold the mic.
The beautification project is a very good project, and it's going to bring up the values of the property in the city of Opa-locka. And we welcome it, and we're going to continue and keep it up.
Mr. Abir, while you're here, and I know Mr. Jimmy's going to have a lot to do with the project after it's over, because he's probably going to be in charge of keeping it beautiful. But what can you say to the citizens about helping us keep the project going, as far as not dumping on them, so on and so forth?
Yes, it is very important that the citizens of the city of Opa-locka maintain the high standard that we are giving back to them. They must not dump back on this same location that we are trying to maintain for them. And they also must be self-conscious about the environment and keep it clean. That's the only way we are going to be able to raise the high standard or raise the value of the city of Opa-locka.
Thank you, Mr. Abir. And I just want to touch just for a moment. Mr. Abir, you didn't mention this, but every time somebody dumps, every time somebody brings something from the community, we pick it up. We have to pay for it. It comes out of our budget. And it's heartfelt for me, because next year I want to provide more summer jobs. I want to provide more opportunity for the people in my community which I live. And beautification has an economic portion of it, because as much as we have to pay for the dump, the more money we do not have in our budget, more money we cannot give raises, so on and so forth. So can you just touch and wrap it on up as how dumping affects the economics of public works?
Yes, when we pick up the trash from that has been dumped, we take it to Dade County dump site, and we pay quite a bit for it. And so we utilize the employees, and as well as paying the high value for dumping, and so it affects our budget, and then we are unable to do as much as we would like to do for the city if we keep spending a whole lot of money in cleaning up. So citizens can help us by not allowing strangers to come into their community and do the dumping, and they themselves should not dump anyhow or carelessly around their city. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So you heard it from Jimmy. You heard it from his boss. Please stop dumping. And one day we'll have as many houses as Jimmy and worry about our property value. Thank you, and we'll see you on 77.
Thank you.
A heartwell thank you for all the employees and our special guests who also helped us with this beautification. This is the turn. Soon as Manny gets off the phone, I'll finish. This is something special. You guys have revolutionized the way that Opa-locka looks in 7 days. That's a big deal. That is a very, very big deal. Give yourself a round of applause. This is a vision of my colleagues, our Honorable Mayor, our Vice Mayor, Commissioner Holmes, Commissioner Kelly, and last but not least, a very good friend of mine who's here with us today, Commissioner Louis B. Santiago. I just want to say the residents deserve this. The residents deserve to come out of their homes and see something beautiful. The residents deserve to walk their dog and see something beautiful. The residents deserve to go and from work and see something beautiful. I promised when I was elected that no one would be embarrassed to invite family over to their homes. No longer trash piles, no longer paper all along the streets. I just want to take the time to say thank you to each and every one of you that went to every single street in this city and did 125 beautification projects. Give yourselves a hand. I'm almost done with my thank yous. I can't say thank you enough. I'm going to turn it over because they always say you leave the best for last to my commissioner, your commissioner, the best that ever did it, Commissioner Louis B. Santiago.
Thank you, Commissioner Pinder. Well, I believe that he say everything today, but I'm going to end in it to say this. Thank you to all you that you are part of the projects that we have here in the great city of Opa-locka, the beautification of our city. Let's give it another applause to them. And to our director here, our Mr. Brown, really you do a very good job together with us, and together Mr. Harry, Mr. Manny. I believe the city changing. I can see a lot of changes around. More clean, more beautiful, and I know we're going to continue to do that job because you're going to keep helping us. Okay? Thank you very much. And again, he say everything. Let's go because it's going to rain soon. Our manager is here right now, Mr. Kevin Baker. I know that he has some word for us too.
Hey, give Mr. Baker a round of applause because his name is on the check that you cash. And I don't know if you're going to put a little extra in it, but we're going to get a couple of words from Mr. Baker on the project and what this means to him and the city.
Thank you very much, commissioners, and thanks to all of our employees that have helped us. But we're excited about what has taken place. We've turned over beautification efforts to our residents, and we truly feel that this is the beginning of something even greater. So let's just say the best is still yet to come. We're not done yet, but we truly feel that these are humongous steps in the right direction. And again, we want to thank all of our employees. We want to thank all of our residents that's been very patient, waiting on us to take it to the next level. And we do want to encourage everyone that as you see individuals dumping or littering or whatever, if you're able to discourage them from doing so, that's fine. If not, just give us a call so we can maintain what we've already put together for you. Thank you very much, and we look forward to bringing this and many other things back to our great city.
Finally, we're coming to the end. We're here in Scheherazade in our downtown area, and I saved the best for last. You know, there's always the manager, the mayor, the vice mayor, us, the commissioners, that get all the glory, but it's always those soldiers that in the trenches, in there with the other soldiers, getting the work actually done. And we're here with the Assistant Public Works Director, Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris, thank you for being with us today.
Yes,
you took a little time off coming out the black hole.
Yes, sir.
The black hole.
The black hole.
We call it the black hole because never before has anybody in the history of Opa-locka Public Works Department or any department has beautified and touched so many residents in 7 days than you. I just want to take my hats off and say thank you from the manager's office to you on the hard work that you and all of the 54 employees that you direct have done. What does this mean to you?
I'm excited. I'm happy. We started out on Monday, coming into the black hole, and every time I thought I would come out, we found another dump site. But the one thing I can say, Commissioner Pinder, he came out and he motivated us every morning, come out and give us some humor. And Monday morning, he told me, good luck. And it was 62 dump sites over in this Shabunda area. And we touched every one of them. Monday, it was a tumultuous day. We was hurting, we was wanting to give up. Tuesday, we found our rhythm. And we was moving. I mean, everybody came out of public work. We was moving. Even the commissioner was saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. But he was seeing the vision come to fruition. And Wednesday, I was telling them I made it out the black hole. If I could quote Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthens me.
And when you start quoting out the Bible, what can Commissioner Pinder say? But this is a man of God. It took a man of God to do this. No one else could do this. And let me just be honest with you. I really didn't think we could accomplish this in 7 days. It probably would take a regular crew 2 months to hit 125 sites. And people that are looking at this can say, you know what? I see that on my corner. I see that down the street. They're right. They were here. And that's what I wanted to do coming back from an election 90 days in. I promised the people a lot. A lot of times promises don't come to fruition. We have a lot of excuses sometimes. But Mr. Harris, you are a man of God, and you didn't let excuses stop anything. I heard you out there every morning. Tell me something about your faith and how your faith helped you accomplish this.
You know, with faith is impossible. You know, they say without faith it's impossible to please God. And sometimes your faith get a little shaken. But Commissioner gave me some faith also because he was out there in the trenches too. Now I see the photo op, the nice suits and stuff, but he came out there working also. When we first started at 2, he was saying, Harris, you can't be supervisor, Harris. So I had to take off this suit and go back to my old uniforms and put back on and get back out here with the guys. And every day I just say, God, if I wake up this day, I'm going to be all right. And day after day, and hour after hour, and shovel after shovel. And he would come by and say, hey, Harris, you need any water? Your guys need anything? And so with God and Commissioner and all, with encouraging, it just made it very, very easy. So, you know, that's all we can say. But thank you too, Commissioner, for coming out, helping us, driving us, encouraging us, not beating us down, but actually uplifting while we are doing our job. This is our job to do. And so we get a paycheck for this, but he made it very, very fun. Even though I didn't think sometime I would make it. And Monday, my faith was real, real shaking. But when I got home and I got a little bit of that all, I was all right.
All right, all right. We're finished here. You'll see the ending product down Scheherazade. You'll see the yellow pavers cut. You'll see over 100 palm trees cut. You'll see Obama Boulevard done. I just want to say thank you to all, and mostly thank you to our Honorable Mayor, Mariel Taylor, our Vice Mayor Timothy Holmes, our Commissioner Joseph L. Kelly, and of course, the fireball in the hole, my friend and yours, Commissioner Louis B. Santiago. Thank you so much. Keep the dump sites clean. And we'll see you again next year for Beautification 2016. God bless you.
Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.